Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's second game as the Bluefield College men take on the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Bluefield College comes into this game with a 10-7 record, 3-5 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, while Tennessee Wesleyan is 13-1, and they sit atop the standings in the AAC with a 7-1 conference mark. Let's look at the starting lineups. First, we're going to look at the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Starting at a guard at point is a 6'3 senior from Huntsville, Alabama, Charles White. Another guard's a 6'5 freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Trey Tiller. At forward, a 6'5 senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Trey Suttles. At forward, a 6'6 senior from Cross, South Carolina, Devontae Jenkins. And the man in the middle, a 6'6 senior from Jackson, Tennessee, Leland Robinson. Looking closer at the Bulldogs, Robinson is their leading scorer, averaging 23.7 a game, and also their leading rebounder at 9 rebounds per game. Suttles is scoring 17.5 a game, while Devontae Jenkins is scoring 15.3. Now, let's look at the Rams. Starting lineup for Bluefield. At guard, running the point, will be Tony Hood. Tony's a 5'10 freshman from right here in Bluefield, Virginia. He played at Graham High School. At another guard, Sidney Knox, a 5'9 junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Forward, Corderas Town, 6'7 junior from Danville, Virginia. At forward / guard, a 6'4 senior from Atlanta, Georgia, Zeke Williams. And the man in the middle, the big guy, Alonzo Howard, a 6'6 senior from Port Royal, Virginia. Zeke Williams, the leading scorer for Bluefield, coming in. Well, actually, Towns is the leading scorer for Bluefield, coming in at 15.2 a game. Zeke Williams right behind at 14.9 a game. Howard is the leading rebounder as he is pulling down 7.7 boards a game. These two teams played back on December 2nd in Athens, Tennessee, and it was the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan who came out on top with a 76-65 win. And we are just about ready for action here at the Dome as Zoe Howard steps in to jump it up against Leland Robinson. Raucous crowd on hand. And the tip comes down, and Tennessee Wesleyan has it to start the game. Bulldogs shooting at the basket to our right. They go down low to Robinson, misses. Rebound comes down to Corderas Towns. Hood up the floor. Tony became eligible second semester here at Bluefield and has played well in the 4 games the Rams have had since he's taken to the floor. Knox, and it's thrown away. Turnover by the Rams. Nice crowd on hand here at the Dome this evening for this second of 2 games. Even have a little drum line over in the other balcony. Suttles. Tiller. Jump shots no good by Robinson. Rebound comes down to Howard. Knox up the floor to Williams. Zeke, 20-footers, no good. Howard to rebound. Howard to stick back, and he's fouled. That's on Leland Robinson. That's his first, team foul number 1. Robinson, as we said, leading scorer for Tennessee Wesleyan, coming in averaging nearly 24 points a game along with 9 rebounds. He's a beast. Zoe Howard at the line, shooting 2. Those first shots no good. One more. We played 1 minute and 1 second, and we're scoreless at the Dome. Second shot by Howard's in and out. Jenkins the rebound. Up the floor come the Bulldogs. Suttles drives baseline. kicks it out to White. Back to Suttles on the baseline. Three doesn't fall. Hood the rebound. Hood up the floor to Knox. Sidney underneath to Towns. Corderas with the basket, and the Rams draw first blood. Corderas Towns. Tennessee Wesleyan back. Leland Robinson. Turnaround Jay's no good. Hood the rebound. Up to Knox. Sidney back to Tony. To Knox. Knox to Towns. Corderas right side to Hood. Hood back to Towns. Towns threes off the mark. Air ball. Not really an air ball. It hit the glass, but it didn't hit the rim. Bulldogs come back. Suttles with long threes. Good. Trey Suttles with a three. Puts Tennessee Wesleyan up 3-2. Williams out top to Hood. Hood guarded by White. Right side to Knox. Knox to Hood. Three-point shot by Hood's good. Tony Hood with the tray. And it's 5-2 Rams. Tiller. Cross-court pass goes to Robinson. Or to Suttles. They tried to get it down low to Robinson. Was knocked out of bounds by Towns. They get it in, kick it back out to Robinson. Robinson out to Suttles. Suttles shots off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Comes down to Zoe Howard. Third rebound already for Howard. Williams is fouled as he starts his drive. Foul's going to be on Trey Tiller. It's Tiller's first. Second team foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. Rams will inbound in front of the Bulldog bench. Played just over 3 minutes, and it's 5-3 Bluefield on top. Knox drives into the lane, short jumpers, good. Sidney Knox, his first bucket of the night. 7-2 Bluefield. Could we have an upset in the making? I know it's early. Bounce pass goes down low to White. White dribbles back to the perimeter, gives it to Robinson at the foul line, hands it off to White. White left side to Suttles, over to Jenkins, to Robinson, to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, hands it off, ball's loose, but Suttles gets it in, puts it up, and good. Trey Suttles picked up the loose ball and put it through the hoop. He has all 5 of Tennessee Wesleyan's points. And the Rams lead 7-5. Hood has his pass knocked out of bounds by White. Ball will stay with the Rams, 20 on the shot clock. Williams, inbound pass goes to Hood in the backcourt. He's picked up by White. Right side to go to Knox. Knox gets a pick from Howard, shoots a three, no. Ball hits shot clock, so it's out of bounds. Turnover to Tennessee Wesleyan. Token pressure provided by Hood in the backcourt. Rams are not pressing. As White gets it up court to Jenkins and then over to Suttles. Robinson's three is blocked by Towns, but Robinson gets the rebound. Suttles shoots a three, in and out. Put back is good by Robinson. We're tied at 7. Hood works on White. White slaps it away, gets it, but he slides out of bounds. Anthony Nelms into the game for Bluefield, replacing Corderas Towns. Rams have 18 on the shot clock, 15:21 to play in the opening half. Inbounds pass goes to Hood. Hood, right side to Knox. Knox drives baseline, has his shot blocked by Suttles. Rebound comes down to White. White dishes off to Tiller. Tiller's three from the corner is good. 10-7, first lead of the night for Tennessee Wesleyan. Hood Gets it up to Williams, down low to Howard. Williams found cutting off the glass and in. Zeke with his first basket of the night. 10-9. Wesleyan on top. Oh, wow. Nice ball movement by Tennessee Wesleyan. They find Robinson cutting, and he jams it home. 12-9. Williams on the right side. Out top to Nelms. Nelms swings to the left side to Hood. Over to Knox in the corner. Knox bounce pass low to Alonzo Howard. Shots missed. Battle for the rebound. Loose, and Knox comes up with it. Zeke with a three from the right wing's off the mark. Rebound's knocked out, and it's corralled by Williams. Up court they go, and off the glass and in by Robinson. 6 so far for Robinson. 14-9 is the Tennessee Wesleyan lead. 13:55 to play in the opening half. Nelms drives off the glass and in. Nelms felt the pressure from the backside, and he took it to the basket and scored. Nice play. Suttles to White. Back to Suttles for the three, off the mark. Williams a rebound for Bluefield. Williams up the floor. Three-point attempt, no good. Doesn't draw iron. Rebound to Suttles. White up the floor. Bounce pass to Robinson. They kick it out to Chiller. Back to Robinson. Foul line shot doesn't fall. Knocks the rebound. Robinson's wanting the spell. We will get a timeout here to next dead ball. Immediate timeout. Hood in the right wing. Out to Knox. Left side to Williams. Williams with 13 on the shot clock. Ball's nearly stolen, but saved by Hood. Hood, long three off the iron, no. Rebound comes down to Robinson. They get it up court. It goes to Jenkins off the glass and in. 16-9. We've got a timeout on the floor by Tennessee Wesleyan. 30-second timeout, but it's going to extend to a media timeout. 12:31 to play in the opening half. It's Tennessee Wesleyan 16, Bluefield College 11. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you at the Dome Gymnasium. Tennessee Wesleyan leads the Rams 16-11 in the first half. 16-11, 12.5 minutes to go. We're back to action. Joseph McClain in for Bluefield, as is Darius Scott, who fires up to three. No good. Rebound comes down to Bergeron. New players in for both teams. White to Suttles. They work it back out to Bergeron. His three is no good. Scott the rebound for Bluefield. Up the floor come the Rams. Stan Nelms, a shot doesn't fall. And back on for Tennessee Wesleyan. It's Simmons with the shot, but he's fouled. Foul's on Sidney Knox. That's his first team foul on Bluefield. Justin Simmons at the line for TWC. Has 2 shots. First shot's up, in and out, no good. Rob Pinkston comes in, replacing Tony Hood. Simmons, 1 more shot for Tennessee Wesleyan. We have a group of drummers here. A drum line is providing some nice drum music during the timeouts here at the Dome tonight. Second shot by Simmons is good. 17-11, 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Knox on the right side. Gets it over to Nelms. To McLean. JoJo to 3-point shot. Off the bank. Good. JoJo McLean went to the bank and got paid. 17-14, 3-point game. Simmons goes over on the right side, passes it off. 3-point attempt is no good by Jordan Hall. We've got a foul on the rebound. It's going to be on Stanthony Nelms. That stands first. Team foul number 2 on Bluefield. Trey Suttles at the line for 2 shots. Suttles 5 points on the night so far. First shot by Trey is up and good. 1 more shot. Second shot is good. 19-14. Tennessee Wesleyan leads the Rams. Sidney Knox brings it up against pressure from Charles White. Right side he goes to McLean. McLean out top to Pinkston, swings it over to Knox. Back to McLean. JoJo with 10 on the shot clock. Gets a pick from Scott. Kicks it out to Pinkston. Robbed the shot with 3. No good. Rebound on down to Bergeron. White goes up and his shot's blocked out of bounds by Scott. It'll stay with Wesleyan. 24 on the shot clock. Bulldogs get the ball into Suttles. Now they give it to White. White between the circles goes right side to Hall. To Bergeron. To Hall. Finds Suttles cutting in the lane, and the little one-hander is good. 21-14, 10.5 minutes left in the opening half. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs on top of the Bluefield College Rams. McLean kicks it out. Pinkston to Nelms to Scott. Scott 3, top of the keys off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Knox. A new shot clock for Bluefield. Sidney calls a play on the right wing. Gives it up to Pinkston. Pinkston, 3-point attempt, no good. White the rebound for Wesleyan. Bergeron on the right wing. Over to Suttles. Out to Hall. And Hall's 3 from the left baseline is good. Jordan Hall with the tray. 10-point lead for Wesleyan, 24-14, 9:30 to play in the opening half. On the left wing's McLean. McLean over to Scott. Scott to long J, no good. Rebound, long pass up court to Suttles. Suttles kind of missed a jam, but it went through the hoop. So Bluefield calls 30-second timeout. Give Trey Suttles the basket for Tennessee Wesleyan. 26-14, 9:14 to play in the opening half. Rams trail. You're listening to Bluefield Rams basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you at the Dome Gymnasium on the campus of Bluefield College. We have 9:14 remaining in the opening half. Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College 26-14. Rams on the offensive. Nelms to Pinkston, to Knox, to Scott. Scott drives, kicks it out to Pinkston. 3 from the baseline, doesn't fall, but we got a whistle as Jordan Hall fouled Rob Pinkston. And Rob will go to the line for 3 shots. That's Hall's first foul, 3rd team foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. Pinkston, the 6'2 senior from Petersburg, Virginia, came to Bluefield from Wesleyan Community College, where he played a couple of years. This is his 2nd year in the Rams program. First shot by Rob is good. He has 2 more. Second shot's good. 1 more shot for Pinkston. And Rob connected on all 3 shots. Corderis Towns, Tony Hood, and Alonzo Howard all return for Bluefield. (26-17). Pressure in the backcourt being given by Bluefield. White gets it across the timeline. They get it down low, tried to get it down low to Robinson, but it was slapped away, saved by Jenkins, but then thrown away, turnover. 8:41 to play in the half. At halftime, we will hope to talk with Rams women's head coach Corey Mullins, whose team was victorious earlier tonight against Tennessee Wesleyan. Tony Hood drops to the basket, puts it up, doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound, Hood gets it, kicks it out to Towns. Towns for the 3, yes! Corderis Towns with the 3. And we've got a 6-point game, 26-20, Rams trail. Bergeron drives the lane, dishes off to Robinson, Jenkins, who completed the basket underneath. 28-20, ball's loose. Tennessee Wesleyan comes up with it. Bergeron, crowd wanted to walk, throws it away. Richard Morgan, coach of the Rams, had the best chance of catching that ball. Zeke Williams back in for Bluefield. .750 left in the half, 28-20. Tennessee Wesleyan on top of the Rams. Tony Hood across midcourt. Hood right side to Pinkston. Pinkston, guarded by Suttles, goes over to Towns. Towns drives, spins, puts up a shot, misses. Fast break attempt for TWC. Shot is blocked by Pinkston, but rebounded by Tiller and put back in. Bluefield back on offense. Get it down low to Howard. Howard loses the handle on it, and we've got a foul on the outlet pass. Pinkston fouled Charles White as White was looking to start the fast break and throw it up court. 30-20, 7:10 remaining in the half. Tennessee Wesleyan on top. White walks it into the front court, swings it right side to Tiller. Tiller thought about a 3. Now they get it to Suttles. Back out top to Tiller. Shot clock's at 12. They go underneath to Jenkins, who saved it from going out of bounds. Shot clock's at 8. Tiller, 3 off the mark. Howard to rebound for Bluefield. Rams back into the front court. Hood brings it across the timeline. Hood calls the play. Drives, and we've got a foul as he drives the lane. It's going to be on Tiller. It's Trey Tiller's 2nd personal, 4th team foul. And we've got a media timeout. 6:30 to play in the half. Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College 30-20. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Back to action here at the Dome Gymnasium. Rams throwing it in from their own baseline. Zeke Williams lobbed it high, and it was tapped by Tennessee Wesleyan and goes back out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. Simmons back in for Wesleyan, replacing Jenkins. Williams will throw it in from the same spot. Lobs it in to Howard. Howard trapped in the corner, and it was stolen by Suttles, but Suttles went out of bounds. So the third time is going to be the charm, trying to get it in for Bluefield. 6:24 left in the half. Inbound pass goes to Howard. The hook shot is good. Alonzo Howard, his first basket of the night. 30-22. White to Suttles. Cross court to Jenkins, excuse me. Rebound comes down to Howard. Hood into the front court for Bluefield. Thought about driving, then pulled it back out, gives it to Pinkston, right side to Towns. Out top to Hood. Right side to Williams. Zeke drives, fakes a spin. Hood, baseline three is good. Tony Hood's second tray of the night. And that lead that was 10 is now 5 points, 30-25. Rams closing in. Suttles swings it over to Hall. Bounce pass down low to Simmons. Simmons out top to Hall. Over to Suttles. They get it to White. Back to Hall for the three. Yes. Jordan Hall canned his third three of the half. 33-25. 5:10 to play before halftime. Hood gives it to Towns. Towns to Pinkston. Over to Howard. Long three by Hood. Yes! Tony Hood, another three for Bluefield. 33-28. Leads 5 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Suttles with the three. Answers. Trace Suttles. 36-28. Pinkston, Towns, three, top of the key, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound came down to Robinson. White up the floor. Cross court, he goes to Hall, down low in the corner, and Suttles hits the three and celebrates. Suttles a hot hand for Tennessee Wesleyan. 17 points in the first half for Suttles. 4 minutes before halftime. Bounce pass down low to Towns, who's double teamed. He gets it back out to Pinkston. Pinkston tried to get it to Howard, but it's loose. Stolen by Simmons. Up court pass to Robinson. And Pinkston's going to be fouled. Pinkston's going to be charged with the foul. No, Hood's charged with the foul. That's Tony's first personal. Third team foul. Well, Leland Robinson will go to the line for Wesleyan with 2 shots. 3:45 to play in the half. Tennessee Wesleyan on top of Bluefield College, 39-28. Shot by Robinson is off the rim, no good. Sydney Knox back into the game for Bluefield, replacing Robert Pinkston. One more shot for Robinson. Robinson's shot is up and good. 40-28, 12-point lead's the biggest of the night for TWC. 3.5 minutes to go before halftime. Williams to Towns. Towns drives and scores. Nice move by Corderas Towns. 7 points on the night. Leads down to 10. Robinson out to Hall. They work it around the perimeter. Suttles on the left baseline. On the wing to Robinson, and it's blocked by Towns. But Simmons gets the rebound, goes up for the shot, and draws the foul. That's the second time Towns has blocked a 3-point attempt by Robinson. Fouls on Sydney Knox. That's his second, 4th team foul on Bluefield. Justin Simmons goes to the line shooting 2. He's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. First shot by Simmons is good. Has one more shot. Have a nice crowd that settled in here at the Dome tonight. Second shot is good. Kadir Fulcher on for Bluefield for the first time tonight. Fulcher, 6'3" junior from Oxford, North Carolina. Williams drives the lane, draws the foul. It's going to be on Suttles. It should be on Suttles. No, it's not. It's on. I'm going to stop speculating, folks. I'm getting it wrong. Foul's on Devontae Jenkins. That's his first. Team foul number 5 on Tennessee Wesleyan. Williams goes to the line, shooting 2. Zeke with 2 points tonight. Make that 3. As Simmons comes back in, replacing Jenkins. 42-31. Make that 42-31. It stays there. And we have a foul on the rebound. Robinson came down with it, and he was fouled by Williams. Zeke's first foul, 16 foul on Bluefield. 2:55 left before the break. Tennessee Wesleyan holding an 11-point lead, 42-31. A little bit of moisture on the floor. Mopping it up. Pressure being applied by Bluefield. Simmons gets it inbounds to White. White gets it across the timeline over to Hall for a 3. No good. Rebound goes off Zeke Williams, out of bounds. Rams fans wanting a foul on Suttles on the rebound there. 2:47 left before the break. Bulldogs get it inbounds. Now Simmons has it out top. They go right side over to White. White to Suttles. To Hall. Back to Suttles. They go down low to Robinson, who has it knocked away but recovers it. Long 3 by Suttles is no good. Tip doesn't fall by Simmons. Rebound comes down to Towns. Hood up the floor. Gives it to Nelms. Nelms drives, kicks it out to Fulcher. Kadir directs traffic. Now drives the lane, puts up the left-handed shot. Doesn't fall. Rebound to Simmons. Up the floor come the Bulldogs. Over in the right corner to Suttles, and Suttles has another three. It's 20 points in the half for Suttles. Rams come back up court quickly. Shot by Nelms. Fulcher does not fall. Long three by Simmons doesn't fall. Suttles gets the rebound, puts it up, and he is fouled as he goes back up. Fouls on Tony Hood. That's Tony's second. 17 foul, but it doesn't matter because he was in the act of shooting. So Suttles will go to the line with 20 points in the first half. That's unofficial for 2 shots. .143 to play in the half. Tennessee Wesleyan 45, Bluefield 31. Suttles' first free throw is true. Joseph McLean returns, replacing Kadir Fulcher for Bluefield. Suttles with one more shot. Shot by Suttles off the front of the rim, no good. Towns a rebound for Bluefield. Towns loses the handle on it, then nearly throws it away. It was smacked out of bounds by Hall. Williams to throw it in right in front of the Tennessee Wesleyan bench. Throw it into the backcourt where Hood brings it across the timeline with 1.5 minutes before the break. Hood, left side to McLean. McLean, baseline to Towns. Towns drives, hands off to Nelms. Nelms has his shot blocked out of bounds and saved by Hall. Up court they go. Suttles, long three, no. Tip in is good by Robinson. 48-31. We're under 1 minute to play in the first half. McLean, baseline three, good. JoJo McLean with his second tray of the afternoon, of the evening. 48-34. And then on the other end of the court, we have McLean called for a foul. This is Joseph's first, 8th team foul. So Hall will go to the line shooting 1-1. 42.9 seconds left in the half. Rams trail by 14. First shot by Hall is good. As Darius Scott returns for Bluefield. One more shot coming up for Hall. It's good. 50-34. We're under 1 minute. 40 seconds. Clock running as Hood brings it across midcourt. Hood gives it off to McLean. McLean, right side to Scott. Darius fakes a three, steps inside the line, has his shot partially blocked. The rebound comes down to Wesleyan. Shot clock is off, so Wesleyan can play for the final shot. White stands out on the Rams' head. Play clock's down to 14. Now we're at 10. White looks over at his coach. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Robinson with the shot, doesn't fall. It's halftime with the score. Tennessee Wesleyan 50, Bluefield 34. You're listening to Bluefield Rams basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. All right, folks, it's halftime, and we're back here at the Dome with Bluefield College women's coach Corey Mullins. And, Coach, congratulations on the big win tonight.
Thank you. I felt like it was a really good win for our program, and our girls really played hard. They prepared hard yesterday, and I felt like they executed our game plan really well. So I'm really proud to get a good win at home.
You know, we went down to Tennessee Wesleyan just about a month ago, had a heartbreaking loss down there, 58-56. How much of that stuck in the minds of the girls and yourself?
Well, I definitely know it was on my mind because I felt like there were a couple of things I could have done in the second half to prevent them from scoring 58 points, and especially the last two that they scored. So I know it was on my mind in preparation for tonight. I think the girls, the competitive spirit always draws back your past experiences, and I think it helped us really focus in on what we need to do to get the win.
Recently, you've been getting great support from your seniors, Shelby Key, Monique Robson, and Mariah Mazik. Mariah came off the bench tonight. Her wrist was taped up. But talk about what those three mean to your team, and especially tonight. Once again, they came through with a strong performance.
Well, the last 6 games, ever since we came back from the break, those three have led us in points, and there's no question that them stepping up and being able to make plays under pressure and execute when maybe shots aren't falling for us as a team is really big. So Mo obviously got us going in the first half. She had 10 points at halftime, and playing against their sagging man-to-man, she was able to rise up and shoot jump shots, and that was huge for us. And then Mariah was limited a little bit with her thumb injury, but obviously she was very effective and very productive with her minutes. And Shelby played a little under the weather tonight, but she always gives great effort, and she really anchored our defensive effort tonight. So I was really pleased with all three of those girls. But there's no question why we are successful as a team right now, because we have 3 seniors that are playing really well for us.
Kiara Bell Lanier came off the bench and gave you a great performance tonight. Talk about her development and what she brings to the team.
Yeah, her approach has definitely been different. When I watched her play in high school, she was head and shoulders more athletic than anybody else on the court. And you love to recruit those kids, but sometimes the transition to the college game is a little tough for those kids because they don't approach preparation and they don't approach individual improvement in the same way. She's going back even to our game at Bryan. She had a nice game December 3rd, and so her development as a freshman, as a true freshman, has been really important for us, and I was really proud of her and really excited for her that she got 2 really good takes. She was 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. She had a couple of really big rebounds when we needed some good defensive stops. She did a great job.
We're at about just a little bit over the midway point of the season. Talk about how you feel the season has gone this year, and are you pretty much on schedule as to what you thought or what needs to be done, or how do you feel about it?
Well, we never really talked about wins and losses as a team goal at the beginning of the year, and I, as a coach, I just want us to get better every game. I really feel like since we went down to Tennessee Wesleyan and since we went down to Bryan on December 2nd and 3rd, that we've really developed an identity for us, and we talk about this every day in practice and every day in the locker room. It's not who we play, it's how we play, and I want that to be our focus, and I want to play the same way, with the same intensity, with the same great effort and preparation against a Division I opponent as I would against a team that maybe hasn't won a game in our league or won a game all year. And now we're starting to understand that, and so I'm glad it only took halfway through the season, halfway through the conference season, the first 10 games, for us to really see the fruits of that preparation and effort, and hopefully we can continue to get better and maybe move to where I think we should be in this conference.
We're starting to see teams for a second time around. Tonight's the first time we've seen TWC, the second time. We go to Point, who we played earlier in the year, for the weekend. How do you feel about this weekend's upcoming trip?
Well, Point's going to be tough, and not many teams go down there and give a great performance. I know Tennessee Wesleyan beat them by 15, but I believe that was at Wesleyan. Point has beat Milligan and Bryan, the top 2 teams in our league, at their place in the last 2 weeks. So they're going to be tough, and we got to watch film from when they were back here, and we got to figure out how we can keep them off rhythm, a lot like we did Tennessee Wesleyan tonight. There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be a battle of effort, and our girls are going to bring it, and we're going to get rested and mentally prepared, and hopefully we can go on the road and get another good road win.
Coach, thank you for talking to us. We look forward to talking to you after Saturday afternoon's game.
All right, thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
This is Bluefield College women's basketball coach Corey Mullins after the Rams 48. No, that's not correct. 60-42 win over the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs here tonight at the Dome Gymnasium. Looking at some final statistics in that game, Mo Robson led the way for Bluefield with 12 points, 7 rebounds. Denisha Goods had 9 points, 7 points for Whitney Smith, 6 for Kiera Bell Lanier, Courtney Kendrick, and Danae Cox. Also 6 for Mariah Mazik, 4 for Shelby Key, and 2 apiece for Autumn Hash and Adrienne Goodlett. So really a good performance tonight for the Rams women, who etched another win into the win column, improved to 9-7 on the season, 5-5 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with first half statistics from the men's game. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Britt back with you at halftime at the Dome Gymnasium, where Tennessee Wesleyan leads the Bluefield College men 50-34 at the break. And it's been the Trey Suttles show for Tennessee Wesleyan. Suttles with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 7 from behind the arc. And Mr. Suttles has been leading the way for Tennessee Wesleyan. Leland Robinson, their leading scorer, who came in averaging about 24 points a game, has 9 points. 8 points for Jordan Hall off the bench, including a pair of threes. 6 for Devontae Jenkins, 3 for Trey Tiller, and 3 for Justin Simmons. In the first half for Bluefield, they are led by Tony Hood with 9 points. Tony has drilled 3 trays for accounting for his 9 points. 7 points for Corderis Towns, 6 for Joseph McLean, 3 apiece for Zeke Williams and Rob Pinkston, and 2 each for Alonzo Howard, Sidney Knox, and Stanthony Nelms. In that first half, Bluefield shot 37.5%, while Tennessee Wesleyan made 48.6% of their baskets. In the rebounding game, Tennessee Wesleyan has a 21-7 lead. And turnovers, not too many. 5 for Bluefield, 2 for Tennessee Wesleyan. So we are at halftime, and Tennessee Wesleyan, the number 1 team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, leads the Bluefield Rams 50-34 here at the Dome Gymnasium. We'll be back with second half action in a bit. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bluefield Rams basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you at the Dome Gymnasium as we get ready to start the second half of action. In the first 20 minutes, it was Tennessee Wesleyan, and the Bulldogs have a 50-34 lead as we start the final 20 minutes of play. Wesleyan, the top team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, coming in with a 13-1 overall record, 7-1 in league games. Rams have the ball to start the half. Sidney Knox to Hood. They go down low to Howard. Find the cutting Towns, who misses a slam, but he's fouled. Towns can jump out of the gym. He was fouled on that play by Trey Suttles. That's Suttles' first team foul of the second half. Corderas steps to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Has 2 shots. First shot by Towns is good. One more. Corderas' second shot is also good. Bluefield picking up pressure here as we start the second half, but Tennessee Wesleyan gets it across. Alley-oop pass intended for Tiller goes awry, but there is a foul. Fouls on Towns. It's his first. First foul of the second half on Bluefield. And Trey Tiller will shoot 2. We did not have a lot of free throws in the first half. Let's hope this does not turn into a foul shooting contest. Tiller's first shot is off the back of the iron, no good. Rams are back in action on Saturday at Point. And then it's a week off until Reinhardt comes to town here on the 23rd. Second shot by Tiller is good. 51-36. Knox up the far sideline. Williams has it knocked away, stolen by Tiller. Tiller goes in and misses a layup, but Suttles is there for the follow-up. And the foul is on Zeke Williams. Zeke's first foul. And Suttles will have a chance to complete a 3-point play. Joseph McClain replaces Zeke Williams as Suttles' free throw is good. Gives him 24 points on the night. And it's 54-36. McClain running the weave to Knox. Knox finds Towns for the flush. Corderas Towns with the jam. Give the assist to Sidney Knox. Towns can bring it home. Any of you that were here for Midnight Madness were obviously thrilled by his performance in the slam dunk contest that night. Cross-court pass. Now they get it to Robinson. Towns blocks Robinson again. Hood gets the rebound but has it stolen. Then McClain gets it back. Howard in the lane hesitates. Gets it out to Towns. Now to Knox. Knox, play clock at 10. Knox drives the lane, puts up a short jumper, doesn't fall. Howard tips it around for the rebound. He goes out of bounds. It'll be Tennessee Wesleyan ball. Justin Simmons comes back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Devontae Jenkins. Rams picking up pressure at 3/4 court. They get it across the timeline up to Simmons. They find Suttles, who goes down low to Robinson. Towns blocks him again. That's 4 times Towns has blocked Suttles tonight. Or Robinson, but combination of the two. Knox drives, doesn't fall. Howard to rebound, gets it back to Knox, off the glass and in. 54-40. Up court they go to Tiller. Tiller drives, hands it off to Simmons. Blocked again by Towns. Towns is a blocking sensation here tonight at the Dome. And what do we have? I did not see what that call was. But the shot clock stays at 11, and Tennessee Wesleyan retains possession. Did not see why the stoppage in play. All right, Bulldogs back on the offensive. Shot clock at 3. Shot by Suttles doesn't fall, and it's knocked out of bounds by Howard. .17:21 to play in the second half. Rams trail 54-40. Inbound pass by White goes to Suttles, who puts it in for the basket. .56-40, 17 minutes to play in the game. Towns drives the lane, loses the ball, draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Simmons. Simmons first, second team foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. McLean to pull the inbound trigger. It's slapped, but Knox is able to save it. Cross court to McLean. McLean, baseline J, good. JoJo McLean with his 8th point of the night. Tennessee Wesleyan back quickly on the offensive end of the court. Suttles out top to White. Back to Suttles. Suttles goes baseline to White, who puts up the 3. No. Rebound comes down to Davison, who has just entered for Wesleyan. And the Bulldogs work it back around the perimeter. Get it to Simmons. They try to get it down low, and it's slapped away by Howard. McLean brings it up the floor. McLean loses a handle on it, but regains it. Hood tries to get it over across court to Towns, and it's slapped out of bounds by Tiller. Rams maintain possession, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Akeem Bergeron returns for Tennessee Wesleyan, as Joseph McLean will throw it in from right in front of his own bench. McLean calls timeout. 16:08 left in the ball game. The Rams trail Tennessee Wesleyan 56-42. You're listening to Bluefield College Basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you at the Dome Gymnasium on the campus of Bluefield College, where the Rams trail Tennessee Wesleyan 56-42. 16:08 left in regulation. Earlier tonight, the Bluefield women defeated Tennessee Wesleyan's women 60-42. Joseph McLean throws it inbounds into the backcourt to Tony Hood. Hood brings it across the timeline. Guarded by White, gives it off to McLean. Weave play goes to Sydney Knox. Knox to Towns at the top of the key. To Knox. Play clock's at 3, 2, and we've got a foul with 1 on the shot clock. Foul is on Akeem Bergeron, his first. Team foul number 3 will be on the floor. So McLean will throw it in from his own baseline. JoJo's bounce pass goes off the foot of Alonzo Howard. Out of bounds, turnover to Tennessee Wesleyan. Up the floor come the Bulldogs. White, left side to Bergeron. Back out top to White. Now Bergeron between the circles. Goes down to White on the baseline. Bounce pass down low to Suttles. Knocked out of bounds by McLean. Tennessee Wesleyan keeps possession with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. White to throw it in. Throws it out high to Suttles. Suttles has been the man for Tennessee Wesleyan tonight. Here's a 3 by him. No, off the mark. Rebound on the floor comes to Towns. Pass to Hood, back to Towns for the basket. 56-44, that 20-point lead is down to 12. Pass is stolen by Howard. Rams making a run. Tony Hood into the front court. Dribbles to the top of the key. 3, no good. Simmons a rebound for Tennessee Wesleyan. White takes it up the far sideline. Lob pass to the baseline. Goes to Bergeron, who has it stolen by Howard. Rams are pesky. They get it over to Hood. Out top to McLean. Joseph drives. Puts up the shot, draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Trey Tiller, and that's Tiller's third. Fourth team foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. JoJo will go to the line for 2 shots. He has 8 points tonight. First trip to the charity stripe. First shot's good. Trio of Rams coming in include Kawante Cobbs, Stanthony Nelms, and Darius Scott. Trio of Bulldogs also came in. McLean's first shot was good. Cutting the lead to 11, has a chance to cut it to 10 with this second free throw. It's up, it is good. And they've cut the Tennessee Wesleyan lead more than in half. At one time, the Bulldogs led by 22. It's now a 10-point game. They break the pressure. Get it over to Hall, the Suttles. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. White with 10 on the shot clock between the circles. Bounce pass is stolen by Nelms, picked up by Cobbs. Cobbs bounce pass to Knox. Knox's layup doesn't fall. Nelms' putback is good. Stanthony Nelms with the putback. And it's an 8-point game, 50-48. Coach Mike Poe says, give me timeout. Timeout on the floor, 13:56 to play. The score, Tennessee Wesleyan 56, Bluefield College 48. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Back at the Dome Gymnasium, it's an 8-point game, 56-48. Big thank you to the Graham High School Drumline for joining us tonight, providing some nice beats across the way. What was once a 22-point lead is now 8, as Bluefield provides pressure in the backcourt. Bulldogs get it across, get it to Suttles. Jump line from the free throws, no good. McLean the rebound. Knox up court to Cobbs, back to Knox. Over to McLean. To Scott. Darius thought about the three, drove, spin, lost the handle on it, but McLean was able to pick it up. Shot clock's at 13. Knox drives, shoots from the top of the key, off the glass, no good. Nelm skies for the rebound, hook shot doesn't fall, and the rebound comes down to Jenkins for Tennessee Wesleyan. They go over on the right side, now pass it back around to the left. Jordan Hall gets it to Trey Suttles. To White. Cross-court pass is stolen by Knox. Bounce pass up court to Cobbs. Cobbs' layup is good. Kawante Cobbs, his first basket of the night, give the assist to Sidney Knox, and we have us a 6-point game, ladies and gentlemen, 56 to 50. Bulldogs bring it back up court. Suttles on the left wing, out top he goes to Charles White. Suttles, three from the left wing, doesn't fall. Rebound to Devontae Jenkins. They reset it. White, bounce pass low to Suttles, and Suttles puts it through. 58-50, 12-13 left in the game. Cobbs, Knox on the left wing. Now to Cobbs. Kawante to three, doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound, still loose, and Wesleyan comes up with it. Pass up court to Suttles. Suttles walked all the way back to Athens, Tennessee. Traveling. Stanthony Nelms there providing the defense. And we have a question with the scorebook. And it appears that number 42, Jeremy Davison, is not in either scorebook, the official one, or the one being kept by Tennessee Wesleyan. So we're going to have a technical foul. So there's going to be a technical foul on Tennessee Wesleyan for not having a player in the book. Sidney Knox will shoot the two-shot technical. Shot up. Knox misses the first one, hit the front of the rim. Actually, it was only a one-shot technical. So an opportunity to get a free point there for Bluefield did not materialize, and it's still 58-50 with 11:55 left in the contest. Kawante Cobbs brings it across midcourt for Bluefield. Cobbs goes right side to Knox. Knox drives, then back to Scott. Darius, three, no. Nelms battled for the rebound, but it came down to Suttles. Rams get it over, Bulldogs get it over on the left side to Hall, who misses a three. Tip doesn't fall. Williams a rebound for Bluefield. Up court to Knox. Baseline, they go to Cobbs for three. No, it doesn't fall. Darius Scott battles for the rebound. Still loose. Finally, Suttles comes up with it for Wesleyan. 8-point ball game. Hall, long threes, an air ball. Williams the rebound. Zeke gets it out to Sydney Knox. Knox. Shot clock's at 17. To Nelms between the circles. Right side over to Cobbs. Down low to Nelms on the baseline. Stand 10-footer doesn't fall. And you can tell the legs from both of these teams are gone because nobody even jumped for that rebound for either team. These guys have been running up and down the court at a frantic pace all night. Hall on the left wing, bounce pass down low, goes out of bounds. Turnover. Cordaris Towns returns for Bluefield, and Trey Tiller is back in for Tennessee Wesleyan. Towns replaces Stanthony Nelms. 10:25 left in regulation, 58-50. Tennessee Wesleyan, the #1 team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, leads Bluefield here at the Dome Gymnasium on the Bluefield College campus. Kawante Cobbs goes left side over to Towns. Corderas gives it to Williams. Zeke dribbles, gives it up to Darius Scott. Scott drives, puts up a shot in traffic, hits nothing but the board. Rebound comes down to Jenkins. Pass up court. Shot's no good by Jenkins. And it's stuck. I've never seen a shot stick between the rim and the backboard on the way down, but it did. And that's a jump ball by Rule. And possession goes to Tennessee Wesleyan. Joseph McLean returns for Kawante Cobbs. 9:55 left in regulation. It's an 8-point game. Tennessee Wesleyan leads 58-50. Inbounds pass comes into Tiller, who gives it up to Suttles. Suttles been a one-man wrecking crew tonight for Tennessee Wesleyan. White, left side to Tiller. Tiller to Suttles. Bounce pass down low to Jenkins. Back to Suttles for another 3-point basket by Trey Suttles. He is hot. He has to be approaching 30 points tonight. Actually 31 on the night for Suttles. Scott, 3-point attempt, no good. Suttles the rebound. White, back to Suttles. Suttles long three off the front of the iron, no good. Knocks the rebound for Bluefield. Sydney drives baseline, bounce pass over to McLean is stolen by White, and McLean slaps it out of bounds. Alonzo Howard returns for Bluefield, replacing Darius Scott. $8:59 left in the game. It's an 11-point lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Akeem Bergeron returns, replacing Jeremy Davison. Pressure in the backcourt being applied by Bluefield. Bergeron gets it up to White. White, three from the wing, no good. Suttles has a rebound taken away by McLean, who gives it to Towns. Rams got to get it across the court, and they do, across midcourt. Williams drives and is fouled. Fouls on Charles White. It's his first. Should be team foul number 5. Williams was shooting, so he has 2 shots. Zeke, the leading scorer for the Rams, but he only has 2 points tonight. One more shot for Williams. Shot is good. Pressure in the backcourt, and Bluefield fouls. Corderas Towns with the foul. It's his second. Team foul number 3 on the Rams. 10-point game, 61-51. Suttles throws it in to White. White's guarded by Knox. Tiller on the left wing. Right side to Bergeron. Bergeron. Now they get it to Suttles. Back to Tiller. Shot clock's at 10. Long three by Jenkins. No good. Rebound by Williams. Rams looking to cut the lead to single digits. Right side to Towns for the three. No good. Rebound to McLean. They kick it out to Williams. Zeke with the three. No good. Rebound to Towns. Towns puts it up and in. Corderis Towns with the bucket. And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout by Bluefield College on the floor. 7:47 to play. The score, Tennessee Wesleyan 61, Bluefield 53. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you at the Dome, where Tennessee Wesleyan leads the Rams 61-53. 7:47 left in the game. Full court pressure being applied by Bluefield. Bulldogs get it across midcourt. Tiller back to White. White guarded by Knox to Jenkins. White on the wing. Shot clock's at 10. Suttles between the circles. He's been a wrecking crew tonight. Shot clock's at 5. Bergeron is called for travel with 3 on the shot clock. All right, full court pressure being applied by Tennessee Wesleyan now, as their one-time 22-point lead is now 8 points. Sidney Knox brings it across the timeline. He's guarded by Charles White. Williams drives, puts up a shot, blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay with Bluefield. 15 left on the shot clock. Williams will throw it in, gets it into Towns. Towns stops, pops, doesn't get the drop. Rebound comes down to White. White into the front court. Now they slow it down. Tiller. Down low to Suttles. Cross court on the wing to White. White drives, puts up the shot, and draws a foul. Foul's going to be on Corderis Towns. That'll be Corderis' third foul. We've got the media timeout on the floor. 6:40 to play. And Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College 61-53. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Back to action at the Dome Gymnasium. 6:40 left in regulation. Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College 61-53. Visiting Bulldogs will inbound underneath their own basket. Close to a 5 count, but they get it into Suttles out high. White between the circles. Bergeron to Suttles to Tiller. Tiller drives, dishes off to Jenkins. Shot blocked by Towns. That has to be about 6 blocks by Towns. And we have a technical foul on Jenkins, who was complaining about the shot being blocked. Both he and the coach thought it should have been basket interference. So Jenkins is assessed a technical foul. First technical set, and that'll count as a personal foul, so it'll be a second personal. Joseph McLean will shoot 2 shots. First one is good. 7-point game. Rams are hanging tough with the top team in the conference. Second shot's nothing but net. McLean made both free throws. And now the Rams are trailing by 6 with a chance to cut it to floor. Williams throws it into McLean. McLean to Knox. Knox to McLean. To Williams. Williams drives the free throw lane, hands off to Towns. Towns hands off to McLean for the 3. No, doesn't fall. Rebound by Towns, put back by Towns is good, and he's fouled. Foul is on Akeem Bergeron, his second. 8th team foul, but more importantly, Towns made the basket and can look to convert to 3-point play here. 61-57. Make that 61-57 as the free throw just rolled out. 4-point lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Bulldogs get it over to their hot man who drills a 3. Trey Suttles with another 3. 64-57, 5:45 left in the contest. McLean on the left wing. Right side to Towns. Towns to Knox. Back to Towns. 3-pointer by Corderas goes in and out. Rebound by Howard. New shot clock. Howard kicks it back out. Knox between the circles. Knox drives on the right side. Shot clock's at 15. Knox drives baseline with 10. He's trapped, bounce pass to Williams. And Zeke is fouled as he goes to drive to the basket. Foul is on Trey Tiller. That's his 4th. As Justin Simmons returns for Tennessee Wesleyan, replacing Bergeron. 9th team foul. Williams at the line shooting 1-1. Jordan Hall also returns as Williams makes the first free throw. One more shot for Williams, and it is good. 6-point game, 5-point game, 64-59. Suttles loses it. Towns comes up with it. Rams have a 2-on-2. Sidney Knox the reverse layup, good. 3-point game with 4:40 to play, 64-61. Bluefield has clawed its way back into this contest. Rams fans are cheering wildly. Simmons gives it to White. White spins. Back to Simmons for the 3, yes. Justin Simmons' 3 makes it a 6-point game with 4 minutes remaining. Williams with the ball for Bluefield. Left side, he goes to McLean. McLean back out top. Goes to Knox. Knox. 9 on the shot clock. Left side to Zeke. Zeke the 3. Air ball. Saved by Towns. And it's out of bounds off Justin Simmons, but there's only 1 second left on the shot clock. There was no possession, so there's no reset. So it's going to have to be a grab and shoot for the Rams. Towns gets it, shoots. No good. Shot clock violation as it did not touch iron. Rams are battling hard in this contest. 3:39 remaining. Tennessee Wesleyan leads 67-61. What looked like was going to be a blowout is actually a great game here tonight at the Dome Gymnasium. Suttles, who's been the man for TWC tonight. White hits the 3. It's Charles White's first basket of the night. And the lead quickly goes back to 9 points with 3:10 left. Knox up the far sideline, guarded by White. Backs in. He's in trouble, and he dribbles on the line. Tony Hood comes back in for Bluefield, replacing Knox. 3:02 left in regulation. The Rams are looking at a 9-point deficit. They're down 70-61. It's been as close as 3. It's been as high. The deficit's been as high as 22. Suttles drives, kicks it to Hall on the left side. Hall drives the lane. Dishes off to Suttles, who loses it out of bounds. Bluefield ball. 2:47 left. They're going to mop up some of the moisture on the floor. A lot of up and down action by both teams tonight. Exciting ball game. When they played December 2nd down in Athens, Tennessee, Tennessee Wesleyan claimed an 11-point win. Tonight, it's a 9-point advantage for the #1 Bulldogs over the homestanding Rams. Tony Hood dribbling on the left wing, has the ball stolen. And timeout is called by Tennessee Wesleyan. 2:34 left in the ball game. Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College 70-61. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Once again, big thanks to the Graham High School Drumline for providing musical interludes and entertainment tonight here at the Dome. Rams picking up 3/4 court pressure as Tennessee Wesleyan inbounds. Simmons brings it across the timeline, dishes off to Suttles. Suttles, they work it around the perimeter, back out to Simmons. Shot clock's at 15. Suttles in the corner, has it slapped away. Stolen by Howard, up to Towns. Towns drives, puts up a shot off the basket, good! Corderis Towns with another flying basket. 70-63, 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. Towns traveled all the way back to Athens. Look at those feet moving. No call. Pass down low to Simmons. Simmons pump fakes twice. Has it blocked by Towns. Towns takes it all the way and jams it. Corderis Towns, the block on one end of the court, took it coast to coast and stuffed it home. 5-point game with 1:35 left, 70-65. And we've got a blocking foul called on Tony Hood in the backcourt. That's Hood's third personal. And Charles White will go to the line shooting 1 and 1. No. Foul on the floor. Tennessee Wesleyan inbounds it. They get it in the backcourt. 90 seconds left. White, guarded by Hood, gets it over to Jenkins. Jenkins, over to Simmons. Simmons, left side to White. Shot clock's at 12. Bounce pass low to Simmons. He turns it over. Towns gets it. Towns takes it down the lane, has it slapped away by Suttles. They say Suttles didn't slap it, that Towns lost it. Suttles inbounds against full court pressure being applied by Bluefield. 1 minute remaining in the contest. And Towns fouls White. It's fourth foul on Corderas. It's only the 16th foul on Bluefield. So once again, it will be an inbounds play. 58.4 seconds left. Rams trail by 5. Simmons gets it in to White. White guarded by Hood. Double teamed, now bounce pass to Suttles. Kicks it out. They find Hall over on the right wing, but they reset. Shot clock's at 18. Jenkins goes down low to Suttles. Bounce pass to Simmons. Is blocked by Towns. That has to be 10 blocks on the night by Towns. Williams brings it up to 4. He's fouled and he scores! Zeke Williams gets the rebound, goes coast to coast, lays it in and draws the foul. .7 seconds left. Williams at the free throw line looking to make one and make this a 2-point ball game. Williams shots in and out, rebounds to Jenkins. And the foul on the rebound is called on Joseph McClain. 31.5 seconds left. It's a 3-point ball game. That's 7th team foul on Bluefield. So they'll take the walk to the other end of the court. Devontae Jenkins will shoot the 1 and 1. Jenkins came into the game scoring 15 a game. He has 4. He makes the free throw. One more shot by Jenkins. It's up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Tony Hood. Hood. Left side to Williams. Williams over to McClain. McClain to 3. No. Off the iron. Jenkins gets the rebound, and he's fouled with 21 seconds left. Foul's going to be on Alonzo Howard. It's Alonzo's first. They'll make the walk to the other end of the court again, and Jenkins will shoot the 1 and 1. 71-67. Rams trail by 4 points with 21.7 seconds remaining. Story for Bluefield has been to play a Corderas Towns on both ends of the court. And for Tennessee Wesleyan, Trey Suttles. Jenkins makes the first free throw to make it 72-67. Still be a 2-possession game, even though he made it. Rams bring it up the floor. Williams drives to the basket, reverse layup, doesn't fall. Tip doesn't go, still loose. And Simmons gets it for Bluefield for Tennessee Wesleyan, and he's fouled. Fouls on Joseph McLean. It's his third. And Justin Simmons at the line for Tennessee Wesleyan. Shooting 1-1. First shot's good. One more shot for Simmons, and it's good, and that may have been it for the Rams, who will need three possessions. Hood loses it to White, but White goes out of bounds with 8 seconds left. 75-67. Heck of a game here tonight by these two Appalachian Athletic Conference teams. Williams to throw it in. Gets it in the Hood. Hood the long three. Doesn't fall. Follow up by Towns, doesn't fall. And that's the ball game. Our final score tonight, Tennessee Wesleyan 75, Bluefield 67. The Rams gave the #1 team in the conference all they could handle. We're within 3 points in the final minute of the game, but were unable to pull it out. The Rams fall to 10-8 and 3-6 in conference play, while Tennessee Wesleyan moves to 14-1 overall and 8-1 in the AAC. Bluefield returns to action Saturday afternoon at Point in a 5 o'clock contest. You can catch us here on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network, the Ram Digital Sports Network, for tip-to-buzzer coverage. Teams are gathering at midcourt for the traditional prayer that Bluefield College always has with its opponents. And though the Rams may have fallen in this game, they have nothing to hang their heads about. Great performance. Quickly totaling up to points here. Corderis Towns with 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like about maybe 19 points. And he had to have at least 7, 8, 9 blocks tonight. Remarkable game by Corderis Towns for the Bluefield Rams. And likewise for Trey Suttles of Tennessee Wesleyan. Once again, our final score tonight, Bluefield College falls to Tennessee Wesleyan 75-67. This is Bob Red wishing everyone a good night. We'll be with you again Saturday, the 16th, as we travel to Point to take on the Point Skyhawks. Good night.